Day 55. Hello. Sorry I didn't put a video out yesterday, but it was the last day before Seb went back to school, and he doesn't like change normally, so going back to school after 3 weeks off was a big change. So I spent yesterday just comforting, telling him about the plan for today, trying to get in his head that, you know, the time he's going to get up and all that gubbins. Completely went out the window this morning, of course, but kids, what are you going to do? But yeah, he got a bit upset. This morning was difficult for him, which is amazing because we literally broke it down into sort of like 5-minute chunks of like, right, well, you sit in bed, I'll make you a cup of tea. When you're ready, then you get up, then you go watch the television, and then when you're ready, we'll get dressed and so on. And it actually worked out that if I wasn't dealing with him, I was sorting Clara out. And we actually got to school on time. Which I'm going to be honest, getting everything over the past 9 months, that's an absolute miracle. So yeah, so I spent yesterday just making sure he had everything. And I still forgot. I made a list of everything. I actually had a physical list of stuff to plan to do for today, and I still forgot the fact that he's going swimming today. So 2 minutes after we've walked out the door, I'm running back indoors and finding his swimming stuff. Luckily enough, his goggles and hat were already in a bag, so it's just sort of like, where did I put your swimming trunks? I know I washed them and they were drying, and I just lost track of them after that. Luckily enough, they were on the radiator by the door, so that actually made life a lot easier. I also bought a new gadget for the kitchen, just to save time mainly. Was that a jump cut? Yeah, so it's a steamer. We had one of the ones you stuck in a saucepan, but the legs rusted, so it doesn't fit in the saucepan anymore. And besides, now I've got sort of like nice saucepans. I don't particularly, they're one of the enamel coated ones, so I don't particularly want to keep scraping it with metallic legs. So I got one of the, it's just a slim one that just sits on the side. But the kids love steamed broccoli and steamed carrots. Cannot cook them, don't boil them, oh no, don't roast them, no. Steamed, love them, they will eat tons of it. It's all like, right, fine, I'm not going to faff around. And I had some money on my Amazon account, so, you know, it's a benefit to have. But yeah, so today is Monday. And there's weird feelings setting in, because it's been 2 months since Natasha passed, and it's been 3 weeks since the funeral. Now, people have their own lives. That's completely understandable. So people are now going off and doing their own things, their own lives, living. Which means it's got quiet. And I am walking around to pass the time, because paperwork is at a point where I don't have much left to do. Was that another jump cut? Yeah, and you know, like I said, people are off doing their own thing now, so I don't have much left to do. Except today I'm going to be sitting down. The house is relatively tidy. So this is the first time since everything happened that I don't have to go and visit a hospital or plan anything or make phone calls or send out letters. I've been shopping already for an hour and a half. And when I get back home, I'm going to sit down with a cup of tea, and I'll let you know how that goes. It's quite nice today. Nice bit of sun, but it's still only 5 degrees Celsius at the moment, so it's freezing. It's supposed to get up to about 15 later, which would be really nice because I can finally take my coat off. Went out without my coat this morning when I dropped the kids to school. I could see my breath. That was a bad idea. But you know what? Fed up with jump cuts. I shall see you later. Hi. I decided to use my time here wisely today, rather than sitting around. I started to create a little something for the children, a memory box for Natasha, if you will. This one is too small. What I want to do, so I've made a slightly bigger box, and there's going to be, you know, we got all the traditional stuff, like that's the one that was on the back of the order of service for the funeral, which I've also got sympathy cards going in there. Clara wrote this to Natasha for Mother's Day. Basically, someone at the nursery sat with her and asked her a load of questions about Mummy and just wrote down the answers exactly as they were. And Tasha never got it, but one of the nurses read it to her, which I think she'd have appreciated. And they all laugh because the answers are typical 4-year-old answers. So I love Mummy when she takes me to McDonald's and gives me chocolate and stuff like that. Not going to open that now because I probably won't survive. But yeah, then there's Sebi made Mummy a Valentine's card with his handprint in a heart. Yeah. Favourite CD. Just after she had her gastric bypass, there were limits on what she could and couldn't eat and amounts. And hunted high and low to find a plate that we could specifically use for Natasha. It's smaller than all the other plates, dinner plates that we got, and breaking it up into all the different sections as well. We tried to maintain that as much as we could. It lasted about a week after having kids, and then became impossible. Because where do you put chicken nuggets and chips, basically? Yeah, so that's gone in there as well. While she was in hospital, just trying to do everything to make her stay more comfortable. Because she was in there for 6 months. After about a month, we realised she wasn't coming out anytime soon. So just took stuff to make her stay comfortable. And I got her this. It's so sweet. It's adorably small. It's just a little kind of jewellery box, and she used it to keep cards, money, and random stuff in. So I'm putting things in here like, oh God. Charm bracelet. It's overloaded with random charms. She did like those. As her time in hospital went on, her body started swelling up because there was a lot of things with liver failure. You get water retention, which makes everything swell up. So she couldn't keep her jewellery on. So she couldn't wear rings or anything. And I mean, that had happened for a while. So I'd actually started buying her some necklaces because, you know, they don't particularly matter. And so these are all going in the memory box as well. I mean, there was that one. There we go, focus. Tinkerbell. And then this one. These are all, and I'm going to be honest, cheapo costume jewellery that I got imported from, you know, random shops in China. You know, sort of like wish.com, but slightly less of a scam. And then this one I got her just, turn around. This one I got her just after Clara was born. The thing is, they're so sweetly adorable. This one I think was a birthday present from either Nikki or Craig. I don't know which, but it does look absolutely, you know, let's tilt that a bit. There we go. It does look absolutely adorable. And then this one. This one is special. because even though it's just a little glass bead, if you shine a tiny LED torch through it, it projects onto the wall 100 different variations of I love you in different languages. It is impossible to see, but it has a little space at the back that you can fit the LED on there. I've only ever managed to do it once or twice, and it's got to be in a dark room. And it did look amazing. But yeah, so all of these in their entirely tangled state are going to go into the jewelry box and sit in the memory box. Also got a couple of pin badges to go in there as well. So we got that one. So yeah, just rainbow autofocus. Do something. There we go. So yeah, it's just a rainbow and a cross. I think that was just after COVID started. And then this one, I think she even forgot she had this one. But this one, autofocus, there we go. Yeah, she was a member of the Create and Craft Club because she liked creating and crafting stuff, which explains why we have so many pens and gel pens and paintbrushes and random art supplies. And in true Natasha style, she would start a hobby, and then a week later, she'd had enough of it. And she'd always say, I'll go back to that. And they never did. But yeah, so this box, when I'm finished with it, I'm going to make it airtight. Just seal it up with some sort of like vulcanizing fluid on the rim and sellotape. And then stick it in the loft, and then when the kids are older, I'll show them, because they are going to have questions and they are going to want to know a lot. So it'll be nice to have, stuff in a box that I can just say, hey, look at this. Feel free to leave comments if you think there's anything else I need to put in the box. Because, I mean, it's weird to say I don't want to leave anything out, but it's difficult to know what to stick in there. Because I don't want to put everything in, because I'll look awful, but yeah. But I want to fill it with stuff that I can actually use for storytelling later. Anyway, jump cut. Surprise horses. Well, I hope you like the horses. You join me, chilling out. It's coming up to 3 o'clock, and the one thing I haven't done is stop moving today. Oh, sun's coming up. Yeah, so I have tidied the kids' room, tidied up the kitchen, tidied the front room, hoovered. Ow. Done a lot of stuff, so I haven't got to stop and think for a second. I'm going the wrong way. Go away. Yeah, so... Oh, that was good. Ow. And now I'm just wasting a bit of time before I actually go get the kids. Just because I can. I do like playing GTA. Because ultimately you can do a lot of stuff without having to think about it too hard. Am I the best player in the world? No, definitely not. But I am level 196, so it shows you there is some experience playing here. You didn't move, you were supposed to. I'll pay for that. Send me details. But yeah, I've got to go pick up the kids, and but I don't need to do that yet. Nope. Okay, the really cool stuff. Stop them. Sorry, I'll pay for that. Anyway, no. Fine. Anyway, let me introduce my character. Ow! No, ow! Yeah. So that's my character. And her name is Emma J. Named after something very important to me. My favourite sandwich. If you have never had Marmite and strawberry jam, you really should, because it's amazing. But yeah, so true story, my character's decided on a dice roll. When it comes to the character selection on this, I literally, because I started playing this, it was just after lockdown started. It's sort of like if I'm going to be stuck indoors, panicking about everything for 2 years, you know, or for however long, I'm going to want something to do. So I got GTA. It was sort of like on offer for sort of like £10 at the time, and yeah, so I've been playing it since, you know, early 2020. And when it came to character selector, I was not in the mindset to actually go through and pick loads of stuff. So every single option, I just hit random and next, and that was it. So this is what I've ended up with. It's only me. I'm not that scary. Fine. But yeah, I've done quite well. I have a nice little empire. I have a couple of cars, and jump. And a few other things. Just cause it just makes me look cool. But yeah, ultimately this was all decided just randomly. Am I any good at it? No. I am a terrible casual gamer. I play it because I can, not because I'm any good. That pretty much goes for the same as every game. Little tip, if you see that video where I play Black Ops, you know, just, you know, as a bit of B-roll, if you actually look, when I die, I only got to level 5. I think it was level 5 or level 6. Because I am an absolutely terrible game player, but I do it because it's fun. And also winds up other people who try to do it, you know, seriously. Oh, sorry, I'll pay for the damage. Oh, almost. That was almost a cool turn. But yeah. I mean, this is my cool car. It's electric. Sorry. Oh, for God's sake. Just parking. Leave me alone. But yeah, this is last little bit of peace and quiet before I go and collect the kids. Tonight I will be hand cooking some salt and pepper chicken and rice, and I'm going to attempt to cook the rice in the steamer. Just because. Yeah, I want to try and get a bit more use out of that steamer. Did carrots and broccoli yesterday. Going to see if I can do more today. But yeah, I will. I guess I'll see you all tomorrow. Wow, it's busy in here. Nice music though. See you tomorrow.